we'll start with crime. Crime and punishment.
Crime pays.
So Tiny Epic Crimes, which I have not played yet, a whole pallet of it was apparently stolen. Yes, this is a year for pallets of things being stolen.
Wow.
Publisher Game One Games. So you can go read their latest update. There's many, many interesting things there. But basically, they saw some people selling the game in a place where the game had not yet been delivered to, and which was California.
Right.
And they were suspicious of it, so and there were still 2,000 backers still waiting the game because they hadn't got it delivered to everybody. So they went and hunted it down, called the police multiple times, so they finally got police on the case, and they went in and they found a reseller. They didn't find, I guess, the guy who originally did it, but they were able to recover the pallet. The guy just like, here, have your pallet back. So.
The pallet and the games. I assume.
Yes, and the games.
Well,
Apparently, like,
somebody
somebody told them, like, hey, did you guys see this post? Somebody's selling games. That picture there. Wholesale board game. Massacre prices. And above that pallet are the Tiny Epic Crimes and the expansion. And they were like, okay, that's weird. In California, okay, that's weird. Then they checked with their fulfillment. And apparently, fulfillment was like, yeah, everything's good. Oh, no, wait, there's a pallet missing in California.
I think it was.
Oh, my gosh.
I think it was 2 or 3 pallets, actually.
Yeah, it's like,
wow.
Okay, wait, hold on. You guys said this was, like, fulfilled. Like, you had checked all the boxes. So they had to, I guess, chase it all down. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, the way they wrote that.
How do you lose a whole pallet? I don't understand that.
It feels like they lost it and hope Game One wouldn't notice. That's what it felt like when Game One was like, oh, yeah, we're fine. Oh, you're missing pallets. Coincidentally, we found that we're missing some for you.
I know.
That's like so ironic too. Like just giving the game big deal docs. Like
yeah. Somebody's kneecaps are about to explode.
Like I'm really glad they got their stuff back.
Man,
but
that's a good ending.
Yes.
All pallets stolen this year have been recovered.
That's true.
So
wow.
There's that.
It's a good year for stolen pallets.
All right, you might have heard of famous author Dan Hughes, co-host. Now, Annabelle and the Sorcerer's Spoon. So this is a book he wrote, a kid's book that he wrote in the Cora Quest world. In fact, at the end of the book, there's like a whole scenario that you can use. But this book's available on Amazon right now, so you can check that out.
I knew him back when he wasn't famous.
Nah, I know. He does look like an author, though.
He does.
If you met him, I'd be like...
A loner, sad, slightly overweight.
Okay, so our next piece of news is Photo Tour, which...
Oh, my gosh.
It's pretty. It's a very pretty... it's about...
I feel like I've seen that cover before with different words.
It does look a little like the Earth cover in color composition.
Yes. There's a lot going on there, though.
Yeah, in this one you're going through. This is Photo Tour North America. You're going to be taking stunning photographs of beautiful places in the USA and Canada. So this is coming to retail May 1st.
North America.
Looks cool. I dig
Tina
it.
Shev? Tina Shivs?
Tima Shev Publishing.
Tima. Okay.
That's one of the last names of one of the designers. So.
That's cool.
All right.
What do you do? Is it any details? Like
No.
I'm super
It's
interested
pretty.
in this.
Just
I
shut
know.
up and consume.
I want.
Want to see something that's not pretty?
Yes.
The Rocky Horror Show party game is coming from University Games.
Yes.
Kind of shocked this isn't a thing already.
Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a step to the left. All right. This is... You're assuming the roles of characters from the show, build alliances with other players in order to make it through the lab and escape Frankenfurter's castle. Mm-hmm. The game features quotes and song lyrics from the show and offers you the chance to do the time warp.
Oh, I can't groan loud enough.
Which is one of the few good songs. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Betrayal House on the Hill had a little werewolf expansion this year, and now there's another one coming. This one is Yuletide Tale. Evil reigns in the Winter's Palace. There's 2 new characters, Jinkle Claws and Elf. I love how those are the 2 characters.
Yeah, like the 2 extremes.
Lame.
Right?
Would you like to be Jinkle Claws or Elf?
That's so lame.
Which one, Elf or both?
Both.
No, Jinkle Claws.
I don't mind the whole thing being like
what?
vaguely inspired by Christmas, but when you're like literally the characters are an elf and Santa Claus or whatever, that's 2 on the nose.
I don't know. It's
It needs to be like
scenario,
it needs to be like a fat guy who's like a Santa Claus at a
right,
mall.
Scrooge. Oh, you're just mad they don't have Scrooge. That's it.
No, I'm just
'cause you're
saying.
Scrooge.
It's like I don't like it. No, it's too obvious.
There's also 2 new room tiles, new item and event cards, and 5 new holiday-themed haunts.
Candy cane.
How many haunts came with the werewolf one?
I want to say 5.
Okay. Was
I
there
wanna
also
say-
new rooms and cards with that
Yes,
one, too?
there was 2 new rooms. There was 1 character that you had to play with in order to do those haunts, but then the items still just mixed into the deck. And then whenever they came up, it was still just a normal
This is
haunt
great.
to
They
play.
should keep doing
it's
this.
It's so great.
I expect in February to see an Evil Cupid pack.
Well, and the cool thing about it is you don't have to like take those tiles out. They're not exclusive to those scenarios. So you would just put the tiles in, the events in, those kind of things, and it's completely compatible. But then if you want to play the haunt, you just use that haunt card specifically to refer you to the haunt. So if you want to play Christmas, so you're not putting it in for Christmas, taking it back out. Putting it in for, because you want to play the Blood Moon and then taking it back out. It just stays as one game and you just choose your haunt bundle.
Does
I
the
do
haunt
like
say
the-
you need to use this character at the top of it or something?
So that was one of my complaints. It's like very, very little bitty printing on the very bottom, which is nice because it doesn't like hit you in the face, but it's bad because it doesn't like hit you in the face. So
Make up your mind.
no,
Do you want to be hit in the
I
face
want
or
to be
not?
in the face. No.
I need to know if
No,
you want
it's
to
good
be hit
because
in
it
the
doesn't
face.
like it doesn't like detract from the game, and they look the same, but that it you do have to remember yourself because it's very, very you can easily overlook it.
All right, Renegade is re-releasing Axis and Allies Guadalcanal.
Cool.
Next, they're also coming out with an expansion for Robo Rally called Master Builder. This is another
Stinking
expansion. I think this
adorable.
is their 3rd expansion for this one.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Robo Rally is one of the few games that the expansions. I'm pretty good with Robo Rally, right? You know,
I agree. It's expansions.
when it first came out, the first expansion added the player special abilities and stuff. I like that, but now that that's in the base game, I don't care anymore. It is just more factory things you have to memorize how they move. All right, this one looks cool from DeVere. Rock Hard 1977. So this is,
Okay.
Those are some low riding jeans.
Okay.
yeah. Actually, though, what's interesting about this game is it's designed by Jackie Fox, who's the bassist of the Runaways and a 4-time Jeopardy champion. Oh, I didn't know that. All right.
Wait, who? Jackie
Jackie
Fox
Fox.
is a bassist and
And
a trivia champ.
Yeah.
From the Runaways. What's the Runaways' big hit song?
I don't know. Corey made me sing it on the podcast.
Oh, Cherry Bomb.
That's it. Yeah. Cherry.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yep.
You mean
Anyway.
Chia?
No, cherry bomb or
It's in
something. I don't
Guardians of
know.
the Galaxy.
He sang it to me so that I could do it for the podcast, and I still don't know what the song is.
Really? You don't know the song either?
Uh-uh.
Oh.
As soon as I hear it, I'll probably be like, oh, that one, yeah.
This
But-
is nice.
You feel
this is
old?
nice. No, that I know a song.
Oh, you feel cultured.
Usually I'm the one who doesn't know the songs.
Oh.
Okay. Anyhow.
It goes, hello.
Yes. Hello,
Okay.
mother.
But I still don't get
Okay,
it.
sure. Okay, I
Anyway.
vaguely remember the trivia though that he knows.
It's Joe
Jackie
Jett's
is.
first band. Oh, interesting, Mike. See, Mike is like dying right now that he's not here to give us all the information about about this.
That's
is
true.
very
But
interesting.
DeVere's games these days are on fire, right? They're really doing well. The games are popular. So I'm excited to see what they can do with a rock band.
This is such an interesting release.
Yeah?
Okay.
And I think we're seeing a lot of them because we just had the one from Connor's Inside Up games, the draft and
That was about music.
That one
you
is that
mean?
about music as well, putting a band
Was it
together, going on
designed by a
tours.
rock star?
It wasn't, nor a Jeopardy champion.
Oh,
It's trash. I actually really like it. Just kidding.
All right.
It's a good game.
Here we go. Let's talk about Yellow for, well, a long time
I
here.
almost hit you.
King of Tokyo starter game. You're excited about this?
I am. I think this is super cute. No.
No, it's not that I'm not excited about
love it. It's
just
more
that
King of Tokyo.
well, I don't know why this needs to exist.
because Target. It's coming to Target.
It's
Tom.
Target exclusive. It's a little bit more mass market with just the 4 characters. It's just a little bit more streamlined, made for mass market to put in Target. I applaud that. I would so much rather see this kind of stuff in Target being a bridge into the hobby rather than somebody who doesn't play games going in and picking up Jaws the Lion and be like, what is happening?
That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying King of Tokyo exists. That already is in Target.
It's not in Target.
No, it's not.
King of Tokyo, isn't it? No. It could be, though.
But it's not. No,
so why is there a new one that has to be in Target? I don't know. I'm just not as impressed.
Because they cut back on
this
components.
exists 100% so they can sell 4 more characters to people who want those characters.
Yes, but
well, conveniently, is it
so
in the
that they
news?
can hit that Target price.
Yes.
They can't sell King of Tokyo for $29 or whatever.
It's $26.50.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
26?
I almost nailed it. I almost nailed it.
Wait, that's in euros. $487.
But I mean, gee,
there we go.
that cover is going to grab more people. That is more a mass market cover. I think that they can cater to the audience that they're trying to pull in there.
Look, I don't care about no audience. I want them 4 characters.
I'm telling you, that's why they did it. Because
I want that mecha hamster.
I do believe
Mecha hamster.
Is it in the news? The
It's
poster.
not.
The
It's
poster's
not.
not. Okay,
There's
so
a
I can talk
poster.
about it. Yeah. Oh, I can talk about it. Okay, so yeah, there's a poster that they also
Anyway, there's
released.
this
No,
poster.
shut up! It's my story. So there's a poster that they released as well.
No, they didn't release the poster. They were showing it. It's not. You can't buy the poster yet.
Oh, I thought, okay, they
You
told me
can
it. I said that it was going
legally
to be.
print it offline,
Okay,
though.
there will be a poster of like all the characters. You can go through and actually collect them and check them off and things like that. So I think that does strengthen your argument that it's for that. But I still think that you're doing a smart move here and making it target audience.
This is terrifying. No, when that poster, you guys don't realize how many monsters are on that poster. Like there's what 50, 60.
Something like that. There's a lot.
I think it was 70-some.
And then you're gonna have to go hunt them down because some are only released in King of Tokyo's in localized countries of the world.
Some of them are only available from the Dice Tower.
You need to get them all.
When is this coming out? Do we know?
Someone said, I think in chat said it's already in the stores. Who knows? With Target, you never know. It could be in the store tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Diamont. You know what's not going to be in Target? Diamont. They're making a new version of Diamont. But because Eagle Griffin still has the rights and still insists on printing a just awful, terrible production called Ink and
Gold.
Ink and Gold,
Yeah.
you're not going to get to see this one come to America. Sorry. So start importing it now because this version and pretty much every other version of this game is better than Ink and Gold. I love Ink and Gold. It's a great game.
Yes.
But the Eagle Griffin production is terrible.
Yeah, I don't like the meeples. The whole like, do you drop the meeple or keep it in your hand? Or
I don't think
like
that's even in the. That's not in the.
That's in Ink and Gold.
No, Ink and Gold has 2 cards. Does a card go farther or not?
Not the one I had. The one I had a meeple, and
Did you
I hated
borrow it from the
that.
Dice Tower Library?
No, I have my own copy.
Maybe they added the meeple in, but
Which I hate because then it's the whole like, did you go, oh, whoops, I meant to drop it. It's that whole, I would rather just, you have 2 cards, choose the card you want.
okay. Well, then you should get
fold
Ink and
the
Gold.
tents.
Do you have the tents, the folded tents?
Yes, it has
You take
folded
a
tents.
card and bend it in half,
Yes.
and it's a tenth
Yes.
now.
Yep, I have the tents too.
Ah, it sucks.
Anyway, this is a beautiful
anymore, I got rid of
version.
it.
I will replace the current one with it. Although those gems look like they're round, that worries me a little. They look like they'll roll right
they're
off
easy
the
to
table.
swallow.
No, it looks like the flat ones, like the, the flat ones.
Is there a
That are
character
rounded on
named
top.
Elf in it?
Okay, one of the meanest games in existence.
This I'm excited about.
I'm 60% excited about this. Babble.
78 for me.
Babble is a great game, although it is so mean. It's one of the. I can't believe this came out when it did because it came out in an era of very nice Euro-style games.
I think Euro games used to have more teeth than they do now, though.
Yeah, maybe. This one has a lot of teeth.
Oh man, it's filled with teeth.
However, they re-themed it here with the most generic, dull theme I can think of, the Clash of Magic Schools. That I'm not excited about. That you are not interested in that theme.
Such a lame theme. But the artwork looks a lot better than it used to, so I guess you
I'll give
take
them that.
the good, you take the bad, you take them both. And there you have
The Facts of Life.
Clash
the Facts of
of
Life.
the Magic Schools.
Oh, the Clash of Magic Schools.
I feel like that's, I don't know, already kind of a little dated, the Magic Schools. I feel like that kind of went with Harry Potter a little bit. But
Although
I
that-
will
Who?
still take it over like a Babble theme.
Anyway, it's a good game, though.
with characters like Perry Hotter.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, see? All right.
All right, well, it's good. Let's come back and print. They have this little game called Flip Circus. This is a little tiny move around a circle, and you're trying to collect portraits from a poster. I don't know. It looks like a really simple micro game style.
Similar to like not similar to Love Letter, but it's from the people that did Love Letter, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think I remember that from the news.
Julian Gerard. I don't know if he did Love Letter or not. Maybe.
Or at least the company or something. There's some association. I remember reading it, but.
And then Yellow's on the cutting edge. They're like, hey, there's this hot new thing called escape room games. So they're getting into this one 7 years late. Guilty. Houston 2015. This is blending unlock and detective. And the setting is Orange is the New Black. Oh, I don't know. There's a women's prison. Someone's died, but it's also the senator's daughter. You're going to prison now.
Snap.
There's a press conference. You better figure out what happened. Because that's how detectives work. They're like, figure it out. There's a press conference in an hour.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. I might check that out.
You're going to flip cards over until you answer questions. It takes 3 to 4 hours to play.
Wow.
And then it's going to be followed by Guilty Monaco 1955. I'm a little less excited about this one because I think Unlock does neat things. It has an app. Detective also uses the app. It lets you have more things. This one is just flip cards over and read them.
When they were showing this at Essen, it did look a lot like that. It reminded me a lot of like Chronicles of Crime, where you can talk to different people and ask them different questions about different people, which will lead you to a different card that you collect, which I like that idea because then you have the cards in your hand that you can refer to and piece the story together rather than in like Chronicles of Crime, where who is this again? Who talked to who? You know, and it takes a little bit of that memory element out of it.
Oh,
but the app is just so smooth to use and running it. So it's definitely one that I'd give it a try. But he did stress when they were showing it that it is the 3 to 4 hours, and it's like, whew, okay, you got to know that going into it, that this is like the thing you're doing that night. You know, we are solving this whole thing.
All right.
But the time system was really cool too, because there's as you pull different cards, they have different numbers of like time of like hourglasses on them, and that together is what is then flipping the clock. You have like I guess a virtual kind of clock kind of thing that you're doing, and you're like actually ticking it up and stuff. So it looked really interesting. I think the timing element is well done as well.
All right, now we have more ancient knowledge stuff. Heritage is
quick,
coming.
man. Didn't this just drop?
Well, they're adding solo stuff. Then solo mode that let you play a campaign.
Yes. Solo and campaign? I'm definitely not over both of those things right now.
What about 11 cards that replace the Take That cards?
That is nice.
That I'm good with. And I think they were making that available very quickly.
Well, they were giving feedback on that. Like, they gave us the game.
Yeah.
And then 36 new cards and 12 new technology cards.
I like this game a lot. I just, again, an expansion that's like solo and campaign. I'm like,
yeah, but I don't care about that.
if there's one game that does not need to be a campaign game, folks, it's Ancient Knowledge.
I'm interested in the 47 new cards, and I'm actually really excited about there's 12 new technology cards because they always run out.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I really like about it is if you're going to do an expansion, I think this is the way to do it. Fine, give me the solo, give me the campaign, but let everything be playable in my game if I don't want either of those two. So it's just more. We saw the same thing with the Lost Ruins of Arnak one. I love that. I'm a huge fan of that type of expansion.
It also apparently they're putting in that rules that the designer did for the team play. He's really pushing that team play.
Yeah.
Well, you played that team play, right?
It very much changed my opinion, or not changed, but elevated my opinion of this game.
Well, it changes it.
It did. I mean, it
change.
took
Sounds
it
like a
from like
change.
maybe a 7.5 to like 8.5. I mean, possibly
Really?
with enough play. Yes, it fixed, because my one feedback of the game was 2 players that didn't turn over enough, and it was just there wasn't enough refreshing in the market and stuff like that, but 4 players bogged down. Going into teams with this simultaneous play really fixed both of those. And yeah, I think like the exact thing I said was like, I don't know when I would play this and at what player count, because I feel like every player count has a big drawback. And the 4-player 2 teams fixed both of those.
I thought it was amazing at 3.
I really liked the 4-player.
Does it change 3 in any way?
I don't know. It doesn't work. Can't do teams.
Yeah, I'll play against 2 people.
You will?
And then like 8 tables at the same time.
That's a beast move.
Yeah. All right, Little Soldiers. which is definitely not based on small soldiers. Man, remember that movie?
No.
Really?
Yes.
It's a great movie. It's a classic.
No.
It's one of
Rosebud.
Phil Hartman's in it. Anyway, this is a war game party game combo. I don't know what that means. Instead of clearing your table after a meal or homework or whatever, use all the material on the table for the landscape in a war game.
Jeez, I hate this already so much.
So many games, every few years someone tries to do that. They're like, listen, you don't need to buy anything. Just use what exists already in your house. Unless you're a neat freak, in which case then throw some stuff on the table.
Yeah, it looked kind of like my first war game is what it looked like. It was really funny because when you went into the yellows at Essen, when you went into their like display area, and it looked like someone just had lunch there, and like immediately I walked in, and I was like I just like felt myself getting more and more anxious. I was like, are we not going to address this like madhouse that's happening on the table here? That this is like your employees just had lunch. Come to find out, they had left it out there on purpose, and that's when they started showing the game, that kind of stuff. But I was like,
I move around the apple core. I'm like, throw that away.
Right, yeah. So
Nuke the apple core.
that's an interesting concept.
We're done with the yellow. Let's jump real briefly to Matago. One of Matago's studios, Maple Games, has announced a new version of Expedition Northwest Passage, now with Terror, HMS Terror Edition. So this was a game in which, the original game, which I did not like, but Mike DeLisio likes.
Right, I've never played it, but he likes it, yeah.
It's a race, basically. You're racing through ice around, trying to find the best way to come back to the beginning, and like finding the Northwest Passage.
Right.
Now they're adding a mini expansion called Hunger and Terror. That's a mini expansion for a solo game.
Oh. Is there a campaign in it?
I don't know. I didn't know there was a demand for this one to be reprinted, but we definitely are at an era where any game that even a few people like is going to get reprinted.
Well, Mike DeLisio says Mike DeLisio likes it.
Yeah, I know. I already said that.
What a dork.
All right, let's jump over to Magic the Gathering.
Oh!
So if you were like me and bought Magic the Gathering packs during the when Lord of the Rings came out, which is when I bought some, it's confusing because what's the difference between a set booster and a draft booster?
Okay, let me explain it to you, right?
No, I don't need to know anymore. They're eliminated.
I was very... There was something that made me feel particularly old and happy when I read this news. Because they were like, we've made this whole thing that was confusing. We're doing away with 2 different product lines for different reasons. We're just making boosters. And I'm like, you used to do that already. They were just called boosters. You could draft with them. You could just buy them and open them. And then you went and like went nuts and made 3 kinds of boosters.
Calm down. They're still going nuts, but
of course, there's still new collector ones, I bet, too.
well, here's what's in it. 1 to 6 are the first 6 cards are common.
Garbage.
7 is common, or it comes from the list, which is
Garbage.
a card that's from a different set.
So stupid.
You don't like cards from other sets, Sean?
The list is like a list of cards that they randomly stick in any set. From now, like they print that. No, I don't like that. Just give me cards from the set I'm buying.
8 to 10 will be uncommon cards. 11 is a rare or mythic. 12 is a land. And 13 and 14 will be non-foil and foil wild cards. A wild card can also be a card from any previous set of any rarity. You can get triple mythics.
You can also get another common.
All right, anyway.
I'm glad that they are doing this. I thought they had too many like booster products.
But you're gladder about the next news, which
Very
is
much gladder,
Fallout Magic the Gathering.
This I'm actually like legit excited about. Love
So
Fallout.
right now they're doing Doctor Who, but now they're going to this is Unison Beyond, which is their way of sticking in every IP they want to. No, it really is.
So it's Doctor Who. That's anything that is.
I really
based
feel
on
like
an
they're
IP.
jumping the shark at this point by a mile. Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings makes sense thematically. Doctor Who did not. Fallout does not. Warhammer 40K did not. And there's just so many of these themes now. And it's still called Magic. There literally is no magic or barely any magic in both Fallout and Warhammer. It's like on the fringes.
I don't think there's really any magic in this yet. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Fallout has mutants, I guess. I mean,
That's not magic. That's
Warhammer
science.
has, I guess, some magic. I don't know. Like, there's Warlock. Who knows? But either way, it's just weird. But I know you like Fallout, so I know you're going to buy
I
this.
really, really like Fallout. It's one of my favorite intellectual properties. I'll probably buy this.
This one, though, is only Commander decks, I think.
No,
Oh,
there's packs right there, man.
Oh, there's boosters, too? Never mind, I didn't read the second sentence. Oh, I'm sorry, you're going to be broke.
I'm already broke.
Also, there's pancakes.
Oh, I'm going to be even more broke.
Like, where were you today, Zee? At IHOP.
Nowhere.
What a terrible... This advertisement's awful.
Awful.
Wait, is this still Magic?
Yes.
Yes.
So apparently you can now go to... they're partnering with the International House of Pancakes. And you can go eat some pankers and unlock stuff for your games? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Who cares?
What's this Vivian's Heroic Protein Pancakes? I can imagine...
It's awful.
You
It's
open a
really...
newspaper, like if you don't know anything about Magic, I'd look at this and go, "What is this? What am I looking at? Those look like ordinary pancakes."
Way to alienate everyone else in the world. Yeah.
I don't even think Magic people are going to be tempted by this.
So weird.
All right, but the biggest news is Magic and Marvel. So Marvel is coming to Magic the Gathering. Now,
I didn't realize this is a real thing. I thought y'all were joking when you were talking about it.
This is a real
So
thing.
dumb.
in 2025,
Whoa.
and they are talking about multiple sets. And I mean, they're going to milk this license because, well, it's an expensive license. Although not so expensive that many people are taking it. Anyway, these tentpole sets will build on the tradition of incorporating beloved fan favorite characters and elements from world-class brands into Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, it's a tradition going back dozens of days.
Anyway, with the depth that our storytelling and characters bring to the table, because if there's one thing about Magic, it's the storytelling, we can't wait for fans to see how the Marvel Universe translates seamlessly into gameplay. Yes, because when there's one way to get Iron Man on the table, it's by tapping 3 red and 2 blue. Or 2 islands and 3 mountains.
That's how you summon Iron Man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm probably going to buy the Commander decks
You're
for
gonna buy
this.
a lot of this. Don't even joke. You're gonna buy all of it.
Can I buy it and dislike it at the same time?
Of course, it's America. They're gonna make all the money with this.
Yeah, it's just such a... I just wish they would, like, retheme everything about it then. Like, don't have the islands and mountains. You know what I mean?
Just called MTG at that point.
MTG?
Marvel the Gathering.
Marvel the Gathering.
No,
It's already
okay, never
MTG.
mind. No, it's Magic the Gathering. It says Magic the Gathering. I know you would like just change the symbol to be MTG.
Does anyone know around when Magic the Gathering jumped the shark? It was a couple years ago. I think Magic... It's when they put all their... They just started going bonkers. Now, Magic was huge, and it's huge now. But they're also putting out so many products that I feel bad if you're a Magic the Gathering completionist. You are having a horrible life right now.
Yeah.
Because with their, what do they call those? The secret layers?
Secret layers.
Really?
When they went nuts with the secret layers, I think it's probably when I would consider that to be the first serious jumping of the shark.
But this means you can play now with Marvel, Doctor Who, Warhammer, Jurassic Park.
And stickers.
That's right, stickers.
Some of those cards are legal. In regular Magic the Gathering is the little sticker set.
Ah, well.
Ooh.
That is the news. Well, let's keep going.